Hello, I am, let's see. So this is my first time going live in the group, and then after it's posted in the group, I will share it on YouTube as a live recording. But this is just for the folks in the group, and yay! So maybe Tracy, you will come up. This is my first time doing this. I'm not sure exactly how this will work. I'm looking at seeing if I can see the page. I'm hoping that what'll happen is if you have comments that they'll pop up and I'll be able to address them. So I'm just going to kind of wing it. The way I was going to, I have a picture of all of the topics that I've had this week. Begin your practice with kindness, the Lectio Divina, meaning and steps. What if the name of God is the sound of our breathing, and how to update your inner operating system. So if you have questions, topics, things that you want me to talk about or go more into depth about, or things that you're scratching your head about in the next couple of weeks, then let me know, and I will add that to my list of things to pray about. So what I'm feeling in this moment is I made a note just to be accepting of yourself and to be aware and accepting. And I really wish I figured out how to look at the group while I was doing this. I'm going to play around a little bit and see if I can do that. I thought that the comments would show up on my live stream. Oh, I see a thumbs up. I don't know how delayed that comment is, but yay, something's working. All the learning that's been happening. Hello, I can't see your name. I think you have to click on the allow button or something like that so that I have permission to see it. And I do know there's a delay. So, okay, that kind of pepped me up a tiny bit. Thank you so much. What was I saying? I took a 2-hour nap today and I'm still feeling like foggy, which is a good word to describe what most of the pandemic has been for me. A little bit foggy. Things coming in and out of focus, kind of like the camera lens does. It goes out of focus and you have to adjust it a little bit. And so overall, I just wanted to say to you and reflect that back to myself, just to accept where you are and what's happening with you. Accept it, allow it to be. And when it comes to your daily ritual, your spiritual practice, your journey through Advent, whatever Advent means for you, it's a softening of my heart. It is a preparation, a tilling of the soil, of the soul's soil, if the soul had a soil, is what it is to me. And my favorite time to do this sort of journey, this daily or repetitive journey, is at Advent. But sometimes, very regularly through the seasons, I do it in different ways, either within university or with my own personal journeys, whether they're weeks, days, months long. Just the days range. It could be 5 days, it could be 30 days, it could be 12 weeks. But the main thing that I want to have as an undercurrent throughout this season, and it's primarily, I think, why it's been born into an invitation to experience different types of ways to access your stillness, to take that journey from your head to your heart. There are 1,000 ways to do that, 1,000,000 ways to do that, but there is no one way. There is the way that is right for you. And the other thing is that way changes over time. I've had some spiritual practices that I've kept for years, and then they fall away and I mourn them and I look for the next one to come up. And I would say that I'm in that sort of transition right now. I had a very strong daily ritual that has faded away with the pandemic. And so I am open and receptive to seeing what it will turn into. So that's that. There is no one way. There's only your way, and just allowing it to be. This isn't going to be super long. It's just a quick review, just a review of the titles, a reminder of the intention to just play, to experiment, to have an experience, and to allow that experience to be what it is. And then to notice, become aware how that rates for you. I liked doing this way more than that way, or I enjoyed this over that, and then allow it to change. It's super hard to do, but that's the practice that we're building, is we're just building that flexibility, tapping into the unknown, stepping into that river that will never be the same again, but has a familiarity to it. So today is Saturday, and this for me ends the first week. In this experience, I have decided to be very intentional about Sundays. What I'm going to do for this Sunday and for every Sunday forward is to find a prayer or a poem to share. And I'll do that in writing rather than in video, or maybe just in voice. When we can close our eyes, and even now, if you were to close your eyes and just listen to my voice, your experience, our connection would change, because the mind and the eyes use 2/3 of its energy interpreting what is happening with this picture. What is here in the end? Where is she moving to? Where are her hands going? It's just making meaning out of all of these images. And when you close your eyes, it allows your brain to rest a tiny bit and to let something else arise. So I really enjoy my practices with my eyes closed. I enjoy listening more intently than I do watching. And I hope that if, as you experience these videos or as you experience this journey, you're tuning into what it is that you're needing through this journey. Is it sound, no audio? Is it audio first and then sound only, and then private time, journaling time, reflection time? Let it become what it wants to be for you. So that's the primary statement that I want to say today. I actually am working on that myself. It is later in the day than I wanted it to be when I engaged with you. It is unscheduled instead of scheduled, which is what I had hoped to do, to give you time to prepare. So I just have to accept what is. Accept it. Allow it. And just notice. It's an experiment. It's a type of game that we're playing as we're getting to know ourselves. So I will go back to this tool and figure out how I can see the comments, if there are comments, and what the delay is. So thank you for joining me here. Thank you for sharing your time and your attention, because it is a very valuable resource. And I am receptive to any questions or trajectories that you are curious about, that I can also become curious about. Otherwise, our weeks that are following for Advent will be a little bit like this. Days 1 through 5 will be a video of a short length. I'm hoping to narrow those down to about 3 to 5 minutes. And then I'm going to do my best to engage with you live in the group, and then share that with the broader audience on YouTube on Saturdays. And then Sundays will be a silent reflection, a prayer or a poem that I will share with you until we begin again. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a very restful night or a beautiful day, depending on when you're watching this. May peace be with you.